Hey, this is a May 2024 real estate market update for the city of San Francisco, California. And we're going to review the data for May 2024 and compare that to the data for May 2023. We're going to do single family homes as well as condos, TICs, and co-ops. My name is Joe Poliak, San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes. I make videos like this for people like you who might be thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Okay, single family home data, May 2023. We had a total of 277 new listings. In May 2024, there was 295 new listings. So an increase of 6.5% year over year. Pending sales was 209 in 2023, and in 2024, that number was 241, so an increase of 15.3% year over year. Sold listings last year was 189, and this year that number is 225. So that's an increase of 19% year over year. Median sales price last year was $1,650,000, and that number is $1,680,000 this year. So an increase of just 1.8% year over year. Average sales price was $2,141,000 last year, and this year that number is $2,212,000. So an increase of just 3.3% year over year. Days on market last year was 28, and this year that number is 23. The number of active listings at the end of the month, or inventory, was 357 last year, and that number is 321 this year. So that's a decrease of 10.1% year over year. The percentage of properties that sold over their asking price last year was 63%, and that number is 82.2% this year. And last year, on average, homes sold for 8.2% over their asking price, and this year they sold for 13.7% over their asking price. And lastly, months supply of inventory last year was 2.1, and this year that number is 1.9. So we're seeing the trend of increased inventory continuing, the number of new listings, inventory levels, sold homes, everything increasing, and demand is keeping up with it, but prices have remained pretty much stagnant year over year and haven't moved that much. Although obviously days on market went down, so things are moving a little bit faster. And overall for single family homes in the trenches, what we're seeing is that homes are selling much quicker, or homes are selling pretty quickly within a couple of weeks most of the time, and we are receiving 5, 10, sometimes even 15 offers on many of the homes that are selling. Let's take a look at condos, TICs, and co-ops. The number of new listings that hit the market in May 2023 was 320, and in May 2024, that number is 392, so an increase of 22.5% year over year. Pending sales last year was 211, and this year that number is 260, so an increase of 23.2% year over year. Sold listings last year was 232, and this year that number was 253, so an increase of 9.1% year over year. The median sales price last year was $1,062,000, and this year that number is $1,150,000. So an increase of 8.2% year over year. Average sales price last year was $1,171,000, and this year that number is $1,389,000, an increase of 18.6% year over year. Days on market last year was 52, this year that number is 45. That's a decrease of 13.5% year over year. The number of active listings last year was 807, and this year that number was 857. So an increase of 6.2% year over year. The percentage of properties that sold over their list price last year was 40.9%, and this year that number was 45.8%. And the percentage of a list price received last year was basically 100%. Homes were selling for at their asking price, and this year homes are selling for 2.7% over their asking price. And lastly, month supply of inventory last year was 4, and this year that number is 4.5. So we're seeing the same trend with condos, TICs, co-ops as we did for single family homes, is the increasing inventory levels, more listings hitting the market, and demand is somewhat keeping up with it, but not enough to prevent us from going into now what would technically be considered a buyer's market, being over 4 months of inventory for condos, TICs, and co-ops. Prices have gone up rather significantly though year over year. That, I guess, is a good sign for a lot of people who have been considering selling. Inventory levels in general have crept up quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but they've crept up for sure. Again, we are technically in a buyer's market, being over 4 months of inventory. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment with any feedback or questions you have. And of course, if you're thinking about buying or selling a property here in San Francisco, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks again.